And we're back again. 100 greatest ever movies, no messing around, straight into it. Number 85, let's go. Oh, that was fast. Number 85 is a fantastic movie. It's a movie starring a person who's an actor who also directed the movie. That movie is Braveheart. Now I know there's a lot of Scottish people out there who are probably going, why is this only number 85? This should be like in top 10. Because, you know, stereotypes, every Scottish person likes Iron Brew and Braveheart. Pretty accurate. It's like every Irish person knows a leprechaun and loves Guinness. That's pretty much true. But moving on, Braveheart is a fantastic story. Directed by Mel Gibson, starring Mel Gibson. It's got Mel Gibson with face paint. Mel Gibson's on a horse. He's telling people about freedom. They go get freedom, and now Scotland's part of the UK. Moving on. Number 84 is the first horror film on the list, unless you count Seven as a horror film, but it's not really a horror film. The first horror film on the list, or thriller, psychological thriller, I guess, maybe, it's kind of, is Get Out. Jordan Peele's directorial debut shocked a lot of people because, you know, Jordan Peele, Michael Keegan-Key for some very good comedy, brings out a film that was damn good.
Such homebodies.
Yes, but even when you go into the city, I've just had no interest. The chores have become my sanctuary. Get out. Sorry, man.
Okay.
Get out!
It's a damn good movie, especially for your first directorial debut. I'm sure he's made other films, he's made other content, obviously, so he knew what he was doing. But it's a very good story. Let us know what you think. Have you seen Get Out? Do you think it deserves to be in the 100 greatest movies ever? We certainly do, and that's all that matters. Moving on. Another first on the list, the first sports movie on the list. Because, you know, sports movies are always phenomenal. Always. Everyone. But this movie in particular is a fantastic movie. That movie is Rocky. Boxing has made for some great movies. The Fighter, Raging Bull, and most importantly for this section of this video, Rocky. Of course, starring Sylvester Stallone, written by Sylvester Stallone. Our first glimpse at the Italian stallion in action. This film was so good it spawned multiple sequels. Beyond multiple sequels. What's it, 8 Rocky films, 20 Rocky films? You've had a lot of Rocky films.
Think, Bart. Where have you seen Roman numerals before? I know. Rocky V. That was the 5th one. So, Rocky 5 plus Rocky 2 equals Rocky 7, Adrian's Revenge!
To the point where it's probably gone too much, especially when you include the Creed films. But Rocky 1 started it all. An iconic film, an iconic soundtrack, some great moments, and a hell of a lot of Rocky montages. If for some reason, in particular the first 5, if you haven't seen the first 5 Rocky movies, you're in for a treat. Sit down, watch them all one by one, and have a hell of a good time. Moving on. Number 82 on this list is a movie I can watch over and over and over again. Directed by Harold Ramis and starring the great Bill Murray, it's Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day is a movie about a man who keeps repeating the same day over and over again. Groundhog Day is a movie about a man who keeps repeating the same day over and over again. Groundhog Day is about a man who keeps repeating the same day over and over again. You see what I did there? Comic genius. No one's done that before when talking about Groundhog Day. Bill Murray puts in a star turn, and this is one of his most iconic films. And I recently just found out that there's a VR video game sequel. Definitely gonna have to check out soon, because Groundhog Day is definitely one of my favorite films ever made.
What was that again?
I'm a god.
You're God.
I'm a god. I'm not the god. I don't think.
Because you survived a car wreck?
You folks ready to order?
I didn't just survive a wreck. I wasn't just blown up yesterday. I have been stabbed, shot, poisoned, frozen, hung, electrocuted, and burned.
Oh, really?
And every morning I wake up without a scratch on me, not a dent in the fender. I am an immortal.
Number 81, again, could be a controversial choice. If you think it's controversial, you're watching the wrong list. Number 81 is Who Framed Roger Rabbit? The film by Back to the Future director Robert Zemeckis, which stars Bob Hoskins and Christopher Lloyd, is one of the best interactions between animation and live action. It's a hell of a good story with a hell of a lot of laughs. And if you haven't watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you seriously need to do that, because it's definitely going to become one of your guilty pleasures. Number 81 on the list. And there we have it. With those 5 movies, we're 5 closer to number 1. We've 20 movies down, 80 movies to go. Hopefully you've been following along all the way through. If you haven't, you can check out the playlist and watch it all the way from the start. If you have followed along, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next week for the next 5.